Hey, what's up? It's Valar. Hope everybody's doing awesome. Today is like raid Christmas. We were all up like little kids waiting for Santa Claus or whatever you believe in the night before Christmas, being like, yeah, Doom Tower's on its way. And here it is. Actually, I kind of love just scrolling up. It's kind of that's kind of a lame thing, but I got to admit, scrolling up it's kind of cool. It makes me feel like it's a little like chessboard thing. It kind of feels like a really long table where like if you watch Game of Thrones, they're planning like wars and stuff and like what attacks they're gonna do on things. That's sort of what it looks like to me with the keys here. It's just a big, huge, long, great hall table or something where they're all planning the next attack, even though it's a tower. Anyway, I did normal. I was curious because it's actually technically day 2 right now. You can go in and play the extra ones anytime you want without using a key. So, not the extra ones, but the levels that you've already completed without using a key. So, it's actually pretty easy, the normal one. I did normal because, as many of you know, the tutorial, put you in that thing, and I realized I was already in the normal room, so I just went ahead and the first day just blew through normal, didn't even try hard. Today I'm going to try hard, and I actually did blow a key doing a secret room, which you should wait until you're higher in the tower to do the secret rooms and just come back and do them so you can farm better gear. But all right, you can actually go in and play. Like if you just want to like test out things in a level and just see how certain champions work, you can go replay it. You're not going to get anything as you just saw. But let's actually do hard. This is my first run through hard. Let's actually see if we can get up to the boss level. I don't know if we can. I mean, I'm just going to go through here. See if we can do it on auto. So let's go for it. I mean, I got pretty good champions here. 2 Hegemons, Trunda. But man, this is significantly harder. Like the other one's just like, God, it's like campaign farming brutal. It's pretty easy actually. Heck, it might even be easier than that on the normal side. This is actually like these guys are pretty tanky so far. So a lot of HP on level 1. So imagine hard. I don't know what it's going to be like as you get up the tower. Granted, it's just taking a little bit longer. Is all that's really happening right here. So it's not that big of a deal. But we'll see what happens. I want to see if we can get through this level without losing anybody. We do have Arbiter there, so I did bring a res in case we did lose anybody. And I don't know why I'm running her lead. Actually, it's useless in Doom Tower. So I'm running I'm running an arena lead right now. Whoops. All right, no biggie. And maybe, this is actually taking a little bit longer than I thought it would take. So hard could be actually pretty dang challenging then. So I was actually planning to go through the entire normal first, but I'm just doing, since I started on hard, I might as well give it a shot today. Do hard. I wanted to see the difference between the two. So after this video, most likely my strategy is actually going to be not to do hard right now. Just to climb as far up the normal Doom Tower as I can. See if we can even complete it this month in about 2 weeks, right? So it'll be like 2 weeks in a day because I'm doing hard today. But if I can, I just want to see what level of difficulty is the normal tower at as you get higher up. Is it ridiculously hard in that one? Or is it more like this as you get higher up the tower? Because these first ones are like, they're almost over double the levels. They're actually quite beefy and tanky on level 1. Granted, this hasn't really been that hard. It's just that they have a lot of HP. So, all right, we got through that, no problem. I'm going to try to actually see if we can do the next level 2 real quick here and run a lead that actually matters. Magic, that's not going to help either. I don't think I'm having aura. Oh, the crit rate's going to help, but I mean, it's kind of silly, but whatever. I just don't feel like running a separate team right now. And, this might not be the setup I would go with all the time. I do like that we can use our whole roster as opposed to just being limited to faction wars. So you could really actually theory craft entire teams once it gets harder without being restricted to just the faction. So that part's actually kind of neat and kind of cool. Is that a Dracomorph or a Drake? Can't tell. I think that's a Drake, actually. They look the same, right? I'm wondering. I don't know if that's Dracomorph or Drake. Whatever. That's this guy touch shaman. So, excuse me. Sorry about that. All right, we skill locked out a bunch of people. So I'm actually not going to sit here and have you watch the entire thing as I go through it to the top, not the top, to the 10th floor. But again, don't do the secret rooms until you can farm the better gear because the lower boss levels aren't exactly the most exciting. And then I sort of didn't realize this actually. I know they told us and all, but you get an extra key once you beat the secret room to farm the boss level again, but it's gone if you don't use it that day. Wow, I'm actually losing people here. So this is level 2. Whew, this is hard. Holy crap. I think I'm going to fail. Wow. Whoa. That's okay. This is going to be actually tough for most people. I mean, I'm running 2 hegemons, right? So I'm not really running. I'm running Arbiter, so there is some sustain I'm running. But this is actually going to be pretty challenging. Woo. So my first impressions are normal seems like it's actually going to be quite easy. Just off first glance. I don't know how easy it'll be once you get higher up in the tower. I'm curious to find that out. Hard, I got to admit, if people are dying on level 2 here, I don't think I have a shot in hell at getting level 120 yet. Yeah, I have a ton of good champions too. It's going to be a really long-term thing getting this hard Doom Tower done. I can imagine the top levels of this. I'm going to be real curious to see people get up high in Doom Tower on the hard mode. They're going to be insane. Like, more hard than Faction Wars when it came out, I feel like. The nice thing is, you actually have 2 options. So my first target, I'm going to give myself a first target and make it kind of fun instead of like trying to say I need to get everything so quickly. My first target's actually going to be the first epic. So the guy that is the Helmet. I still find that name funny, Helmet, right? I got a buddy we used to call Helmet because his haircut was like kind of like a helmet. Anyway, with a flat top and everything, we used to joke around and say, "Hey, what's up, Helmet?" All right, it didn't matter that we lost someone, so that's cool too. You don't need stars or anything to worry about there. So we got through it. It was actually kind of challenging. But what I'm going to do is target that guy first. I'm going to do a separate video, so this video is not forever long, on the new champions that came out from Doom Tower, but we'll just look at the guy I'm going to go after first real quick. This guy. He's badass. Apothecary's grandfather. I mean, look at this lightning. This guy looks like Odin or something like that, actually. He looks like Odin without missing an eye. That's kind of what I think of, like Thor's dad right there. This is actually freaking badass looking champion. He really is, actually. Okay. So he's my first target. I'm actually just going to go for the epics first and then try to play test them and go through them, see what they do. So Doom Tower is super cool. I'm going to leave the video at that. It's just kind of my first impressions on it. Kind of what I thought. Actually, I'm gonna come back in a second. I'm gonna play through. I'm gonna go get to the boss and see how hard this boss is. I have a feeling this boss is gonna be pretty damn tough. All right, I came back in before the boss level because I actually lost on level like 6 or 7 and had to retweak the team a little bit. So far, I think I'm on level 8. I think we're doing all right. But I'm actually pleasantly surprised at how this has been released because it's got the normal mode. So I feel like the normal mode is someplace where everybody can kind of have a shot to compete, get as high as they can. And hard mode's really going to be really hard. And I sort of feel like at some points in this, I'm just speculating. And I think they did this on purpose, but once we get to certain bosses and certain things, we're going to actually have to use some of the things we don't use. Some things that we don't value at all right now are going to become valuable. Maybe heal reductions. I don't know. I'm just thinking that. And actually making me excited about the game because I see this as a real shift to kind of what our priorities are in the game, what we focus on. I actually think for 2021, the main focus is just going to be on actually trying to hash out and complete Doom Tower. And I'm excited. I actually feel excited about the game for the first time in months, really. So it is actually pretty tough. I will say hard is living up to the expectation of being hard, and normal I felt was pretty easy for the first 10 levels. But that's good because instead of it just being one mode where you have to have the top end of everything, everybody's got a shot to get something. So that part's good. Anyway, let's come back in when we get to the boss. All right, we're at the boss level. I think it's the Magma Dragon here. So, I was using Machaled, but I don't know if I want to use Machaled now because he's magic. So, I'll put her back in to get more HP and plus the decreased Venus, decreased defense, and weaken. Oh, wait, you can't HP burn him, right? She doesn't use your HP burn on auto, though, I don't think. So. God. Do I bring in Royal Guard slamming down waves? Let's just try it, actually. Put Arbiter in again. I gotta make sure it's the right Arbiter. The one that has 300 speed. That's not the right Arbiter. It doesn't really matter. I'm just kind of testing it out here. Who else should we use? Should we go with another Slam? Let's go with Trunda. Let's just see. Let's just see if on auto we can actually do this, because I believe this has been pretty. Well, that's kind of weird. The mobs are the level of the normal mobs, so the mobs are actually easier on the boss level. It's kind of like they're just there just to make you waste your abilities as you come into the boss. That's what it seems like, because the entire rest of the hard first 10 floors, the mobs were actually level 250. Okay, now we got the Magma Dragon. Let's see. Oh boy, that's a lot of HP. So let's go read through this too. Attacks one enemy, decreases the turn meter by 50%. We'll ignore Hex. Okay, these Royal Guards actually slammed them pretty good. So far so good. AoE instantly activates HP burn debuffs on each target and decreases the duration of these HP burn debuffs by 1 turn. Looks like we had no problem actually with this team. So it was actually less than a minute. We got through it. Hey, 250 energy. Nice. Magma cores for epics. So, okay. So this is a reason why I would think maybe you don't want to actually wait on the secret rooms right here. Legendary. Because the secret rooms are these silver keys. And this is the very first boss level with these magma cores. And I'm getting epic and legendary drops already. Or was that just for the I don't know, multi-battle available 10? Oh, you can actually just multi-battle the boss. Okay, that's kind of cool. So I have silver keys. Let's just do one. I mean, whatever. You know, let's see what we actually get. I want to see what reward we get from this. So we only get 10 silver keys. So I'm starting to think, especially if it's dropping epic and legendary on hard, you actually don't want to wait to do the secret rooms. I mean, I know as you get higher up, they probably get better gear, better stuff. So I'm not sure if that was just a one-time reward to go through it, like the rest of the stuff was, or if that's actually like going to be the regular. So we'll find out here, and then we'll call this a video. I'm going to do a separate video reviewing all the champions and kind of my opinions on those. So I can just break it out and make it so this video is not a half hour long. Okay. Anyway. And by the way, if you made it this far, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. Smash that like button. Yeah. Sorry. All right. This run's taking a little bit longer than the other runs it took. But come on. There you go, Royal Guard. It wasn't good enough. All right. That boss wasn't that bad. Okay, you are getting epics. So I'm thinking you want to farm these stages as you go up. Let's just look real quick before I end the video at the forge, what these magma cores. I gotta admit, I don't know what all this stuff does. So frostbite. Okay, I don't have any of that stuff. It's on fatal. So I already have epic and legendary here. I would recommend, and I'm probably one of the few people recommending this right now, because I've seen nothing but go ahead and wait for your silver keys. But they reset every day. If you're already getting the epic and legendary stuff, go ahead and farm the boss from day one. I mean, you see it right here. It's dropping epic and legendary stuff. Go for it. That's my opinion. Go for the secret rooms right away. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to farm the hard boss with those silver keys every single day if I can. So I'm going to end the video there. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for checking it out. I'll be back soon. Cheers.